Good morning, afternoon, evening, day, and night to you all. Hopefully you're all having a lovely day. Welcome raiders who came in just before everything went live because it wasn't 11 p.m. yet. So I wasn't properly up, but now I am. So welcome. You're all screaming for more words, but it's an art stream. So that'll have to do. Hopefully you've all had a lovely time. I don't know what everyone was doing before they got here, but hopefully it was fun. And, probably wordful, considering the raid call. I'm assuming it was very wordful. Whereas I have forgotten how words work, which is why it is the draw time. Jeez. And it's really cold in here, so I have my gloves on, which is not going to make drawing any easier, but we make do. We do our best with what we have. So there's the hello. The hello can now go. Whoosh. So what I'm doing, at the very least, what I am doing today, my tablet is really dusty. One second. What I'm doing today is basically drawing something that I think is at least mildly funny, based on a incident from the D&D campaign that I'm currently in, or the module, or whatever you want to call it. The shortest and most simple way to describe it is that of the 4 people that were present, it's a 5-person party technically, but one person wasn't there. So of the 4 people who were there, 2 of them nearly died. The other one got bitten in the shoulder by a slimy centipede. And the 4th one was completely unscathed the whole time. Just nothing happened. And I thought that was fun. And so, the intention is to gently meme. Very, very gently meme. So this is something I did start, when was 26th? How does time work? I don't even know when the 26th was. Oh, Jesus. Friday. Friday. I began working on it because I had designs / descriptions for 3 of the 4 characters, but I didn't have the 4th character, and I did not get a description of that character until, Saturday. But late Saturday? So I was like, oh, beans. So I had an initial situation going. I probably will redraw it just because I don't love how the dog turned out. Because I can't draw dogs. So and I had to actually make a design for this character because all I had was a text description and I don't know how to read. So that was not fun for me. I have the references, which is just a whole mess of just shenanigans occurring. This is obviously of the character. This is the art that I drew a couple of weeks ago I guess on at least 2 streams, right? That was 2 streams of art working. So that was the character of Niall. This is so Niall's a warlock, and she nearly died, because of course she did. She's a level 1 warlock with 11 HP and 11 AC, who got just immediately shit canned, just taking her out. This is Archie, who is the bard. He got bit on the shoulder by a centipede. It happens. He was he got bit in the shoulder by a centipede and then swallowed by a rotting frog. But he's fine. He didn't nearly die. These 2 images relate to this character here, who is our paladin. He also nearly died, which is not great for a paladin. Not ideal, I wouldn't think. Isn't the whole point of a paladin not to die? But hey, it happens. And then these 2 chunks, and I have a new reference apparently, which is good, because I wasn't sure what the elf rifle was referring to, or what it would look like. These are meant to reference the artificer who was completely untouched the entire game. She was just there. She was just chilling with her gun. She almost got thrown off a cliff, to be fair. But it happens, you know? Right. I did assume that we were just going for like Napoleonic rifle. So that was the image here. This rifle, I literally just googled Napoleonic rifle. I thought that would work. So it's presumably a rifle of the period, and that will be the reference in that I will draw its like butt. Like I'll just draw this bit if I can help it, and I will avoid doing anything else. I do not want to have to draw a gun again. I've drawn guns before and it did not go well because I do not know how perspective works. So basically, do not make me draw guns, please. Dear God, I cannot draw guns. So, before I can even continue working on this shenanigan here, I need to actually figure out what this character looks like. Now, I have the description of her character from the person playing her, but that doesn't mean anything. Words can only do so much, and so I actually had to... drawing butts. Oh, Jesus, you can't see him because there's a picture in the way. I did have to try and design the paladin, and it is what it is. It's almost like I exclusively draw people with long flowing locks, so as soon as you do short hair, I'm just like, what? How do you do that? So his hair is a mess, but luckily it can be deliberately a mess. So before I can draw, I have to try and figure out what the Artificer Talia looks like, and then I can add her into the sketch, and then I can redraw that sketch. Because the idea of the meme is basically nearly dead, not great, just fucking living it. Just these are the emotions of the party as you go from left to right. Most dead to least dead. I think technically the paladin took more damage, but I think that I went the most below 0, and also I'm a warlock. So, you know. That said, Niall did not fail a death save, whereas the paladin did. The reason he failed a death save and I didn't is that I didn't get a turn. I did not actually have a turn to attempt a death save in order to see what would happen. Like, I didn't get the chance to death save. Because, like, the paladin attacked the enemy, and then, like, a turn later... Well, no, hold on. How did this work out? Yeah, because, like, Marius attacked, then I attacked, then the enemy killed me. It went back to top of turn order. No, I have no idea how it happened. I didn't fail a death save, is the point. I don't remember having a turn. I guess I succeeded in my death save. So I guess I did good. I guess. Listen, it's been a week, and that is not information that I retained. I did not fail a death save. So I guess technically Niall is the lesser dead of the two who got knocked prone into death saves. Sure, you can ask a random question related to nothing. That's what this stream is usually about, right? It's just me blabbering along. Let us get a smaller pen. Here we go. Alright, so she's small. He's small. I have a template for small character. We will see what happens. That's not even remotely centered. Oops, daisies. Do I... Shit. Do I... Okay, right, okay. Because this is a following on from the fact that I generally listen to K-pop. Okay, do I follow? I mean, I listened to a couple, but not even remotely to the same extent that I do to female K-pop groups, which is that's just how it is. Listen, it just happens. Why are the arms different ways? Oh god. But I do definitely like follow a couple and will be interested to see what they do. And by a couple, I think I mean like one. Because there was one that I was like, I really like this song, and then I listened to their next comeback, and I was like, I don't like that, actually. I think he fluked. They fluked it the one time and made a song that I liked, and then they did not keep making that, and I was like, oh, well, that's unfortunate. But I think the one band was Pentagon, and that was basically it. Now, if we count the bands that got me into K-pop, then that's a whole other space, I think. Because those do exist, and they're like the really old ones that no longer exist, I think. Like, those have disbanded, I believe. Like, Pentagon's still out, but like, because they're like a more recent-ish. They've been around for a while, but like, what was it? NU'EST? NU'EST is, I don't think, a thing anymore. Maybe they are? It's been a while. It has been a long time since I've listened to... Well, I've only listened to, like, their, like, songs from 2010. So I just assume they're no longer a band. But that, you know... Shit happens. Sometimes they exist for ages and sometimes they do not. They're probably, like, 3... There's at least, like, one other that I know their name, but I didn't like their songs. So I was like, oh, oops. And there are probably others. I just mostly listen to girl groups. Ah, shit. Oh, God, it is just the K-pop hour now. Okay. Watch Isaac talk about K-pop while attempting to draw an artificer. Luna Faves. Olivia and... Ooh. Okay, how many? How many? How many? How many do you want? That's the question. How many? How many am I allowed to have? Is it just like the one? Or can I have like 3? I need to know. I'm not ranking them, I just need to know. I probably should put the hair in a different layer because I have no idea what the hair looks like. Because it could be a side part or it could be a middle part, and that was not described to me, I don't think. I'll check. At least 5. You asking me to list half of the whole group? Shit, alright. Ooh, boy, okay. Olivia, Hasul. Olivia, Hasul. Cherry, Kim Lip, and who's number 5? Who is number 5? Eve, maybe? Maybe Eve. The sort of like stereotypical lesbian answer would have been Chu, but I think I prefer Eve's song. So I'll say Eve on that one. Maybe. Bleh. 5 is a lot. I was like, oh yeah, I know like about maybe 4. Picking number 5 is hard. So probably Eve, I guess. And then, oh no, 6 is probably Chu. 6 is probably... Yes! It's OE for Chetty, but yes, that is the one. Sorry to everyone who came here waiting for world building and got K-pop. So those would be the 5. Not necessarily in that, well, kind of in that order, but like, those would be probably the ones. You're comparing directly to somebody else? Oh boy. Out of that 5, the one that is like one of these things, not like the other, is probably Hustles, because she's a more of a ballad singer. But I really like her song, so I'm like, hey, is cool. Is fine. That seems like short red hair and messy bun. Well, not short red hair, it's just red hair and messy bun. Short is gonna be in comparison too. And then it's a white blouse and leather armor, but not that. Because that's like the, the Brigandine? They refuse to give favorites. I mean, you're asking for 5. You're basically saying, like, which is our favorite half of the group? I feel like maybe a better question to ask this other K-pop friend of yours is, what's their favorite subunit? So, ask them what their favorite subunit is. Because that one, they might be able to give you a better answer. Because usually people have decently opinions about which subunit is the songs they like most. Because they have very different, like, styles, the 3 groups. For the record, my favorite is probably Odd Eye Circle. Yeah, subunit. So basically, the group is split into 3 little, like, subgroups. Welcome to Isaac Describes Luna. They have 3 subgroups. So it's Hijin, Hyunjin, Hasul, and Vivi are in Luna 1/3. Kim Lip, Jinsol, and Cherry are in Odd Eye Circle. And Eves, Chu, Gowon, and Olivia are in YY by Y. And basically they did like 6 songs each, give or take. I think Y did the least because they didn't get a repackage. Oop, don't lag out on me, please. Computer, I don't need that. Thanks. Alright, that's a blouse. My preference was Odd Eye Circle. Because Girl Front slaps. Just straight up. Like, that's it. That's the whole reason. That song just kicks. I need to draw leather armor on top of this now. Oh my god. I don't think I'm gonna have to draw this part just because it's gonna be below. Like below the cutoff. Hey, DM Stretch! Good time zone. Yeah, good time zone. I don't want to have to think about time. Time's hard, math is hard. Help. I didn't get a leather armor reference, and I knew I wanted one, and I forgot to grab it. Shit. Leather armor. God, simple leather armor. Like, the issue with leather armor is you Google it and you get a bunch of weird fantasy shit. Like full fantasy. And they agree with you. Or 1/3. Yeah, 12:17. Okay, I was pretty sure it was like noonish. It was nearly the morning. So if I'd said morning, wouldn't have been that far off. I would have been close. What is simple leather armor? Like, what does that look like? What does that even look like? Technically, Niall's supposed to have it too, but I'm just letting that slide. Ay. Oh, that was cute. That's cute. Cured bully. Okay, I'll Google that. Cured bed. I can spell bully. There we go. Oh, close enough. Right. Ah, okay. God, the issue is that, like, they put them in video games and then they make them look silly. And then it's basically impossible to know what an actual piece of armor looks like. Because it just looks like a mess. If I put historical, will that get me better answers? Maybe. Kind of. Just chuck like a leather chest plate on. It's fine. It's not. It's a sketch. It's fine. It will do. It's good enough. So how do I had the image. I need to chest plate. Yeah, so just go out. That's fine. So you get like the bit and then it goes out like that. And it probably gets, you might put the bend in it. You probably would put the bend in it, right? Because you put like a bit there. This is a mess. This cannot be read, but I know what I'm drawing. And then again, it gets like its bit down there, and that's how it covers the body. If I change that, that'd be a better idea. If I change that color, it will not do the thing I want it to do. Oh no, I put all of the outfit on the same layer, didn't I? Oh no, no, it's fine. It's fine. I kind of get the gist. I basically just chucked like, and then you put like that over it. So basically the color of the blouse is coming over the top of the armor because it looks cooler. It's fine. It's fine. Go back to K. No, not go back to K-pop, because then it will continue. It will just go. It will just go. But I think like the general understanding is that like because Odd Eye Circle and 1/3 got to do a repackage album, so they released their album with like the 5 songs on it, and they got to release it again a couple months later with more songs on it, and the third group did not get to do that. So why did not get to do that? So that's kind of unfortunate because it means they don't get to really show off. Yes, links are allowed here. Please feel free. Obviously don't send weird shit, but yeah. Go for it. Alright, this is a gun. It would probably end up sticking out the other side, wouldn't it? So it goes like... From another armor. Excellent. Here we go. Just drawing up a big square. So that's the... That seems like a reasonable length for a rifle. It's probably a bit long, but like that's the vibe of the rifle. And how much how it goes. It do be going. Okay, from another armor. Yes. Right, okay, yeah. So I'm on the basic gist. Obviously this character would not be wearing muscle armor, where it gets like all that sculpting to show like pecs and abs. But the basic gist of, you know, having the chest plate and then I guess mostly just the straps are the important part. So maybe what it would be here for very, very basic stuff is basically, oops, shit, that's the wrong button. You basically chuck this and then it goes like there's like a strap like here that attaches the front and the back because, yeah. And then it comes down to the same kind of point, which I think is basically like just above the waist, right? Because you want to be able to move a bit, so it doesn't. You don't want to obstruct the waist in movement. So then it just kind of comes like that, and then that basically is the end of it. That's where that kind of ends, and then this continues just as shirt. So the shirt continues, because it's basically just like fantasy bullshit. Yeah, it seemed like it seemed roughly proportionately sized for a rifle. I'm not necessarily familiar with guns, but I was like, it is close enough. I am being DM'd while streaming. God damn it. Why does this tabletop nerds keep doing that to me? Oh my god. Boys. Lads. Okay. And the second time. Okay, so I feel like this kind of looks like Talia, maybe? The expression isn't really the Talia. Obviously, there's also the freckles too, which, I mean, it's like... Which I would do in the actual, like, coloring bit. But that's basically the vibe. It's good enough. If they, you know, they can tell me it's wrong after. It's a meme. I can do it for a meme. I think I need to make the canvas size bigger so I can keep my stuff on thing. Why are you DMing me twice? Day? How dare you? How dare you do that to me? I thought he was double messaging me. I was like, ah, shit. How dare you? Okay, I need to make the canvas size bigger so I can fit some stuff. I'm gonna make it 2000. Oh, oh no. There we go. Because then I can put all the references over here. I can put Talia up here, and then I can have the meme. And that means I can actually see. Ah, shit. Means I can actually see her as I draw meme. Rude. Rude. Extremely rude of you. Okay, oh, that was the layer that I had set up for Talia. That would make sense. You DM because you're the DM. How dare you? How dare you abuse your privileges as the DM? All you've done as DM is you've given Niall, like, paranoia. You're gonna give this warlock, like, PTSD by the end. She's gonna see an eye symbol, she's gonna lose her shit. And that just seems unfair to me. She didn't ask for this. She wanted to just sail on a boat. And now she's scared of like, blood eyes. Like, oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Not the eyes and the blood. I don't like that. I did not like that image. I wish you hadn't done that. Is what we call an... Oh, no. Oh, no. No, thanks. No, thanks. Big spooky eye, no. Put that possessions plague in that blood, no thanks. I mean, what else was she supposed to do? Like, nope. Fuck that. Golf club swing a weird corpse off of a cliff with a quarterstaff. That's just how it is. Like, it just do be like that sometimes. It just do be. It made sense. At the time, it seemed like a perfectly sensible solution to the problem of this dude tried to kill my friend and then also knocked two of us unconscious. Fuck this guy. Just fucking chuck him. Just chuck him off. I'm gonna have to adjust how tall Niall is, because Niall is now too short. Niall and Marius are gonna be too short if this is roughly how tall. Because she has to be taller than Archie. There's no way in hell Archie is as tall as Talia. Talia is not that short. Niall, yeet! I'm just gonna fucking yeet a dude. No! She is not okay with this. Just fucking make these dudes tall. There they go. We've got it. Natalia is short, but not that short. But you were gonna foreshadow with the body, like it was gonna do something weird, and Niall's like, nah, dude, nah. Fuck this. Hard no. Hard no. No. She's having a bad time. They're gonna get back to Takara to tell Morgan what in the hell happened, and she's just gonna be she's not having a good time. He's like, I'm gonna tell the captain what happened because I respect him and he needs to know, and then I'm going to eat some soup and I'm going to pass out, and no one is stopping me from doing that because I need to. I'm sleeping this off. I'm not dealing with this. This is not an awakes. I'm not. No. No thanks. Hard no. Refuse. Refuse to deal with your problems. This is the way. Just don't deal with it. Those eyes are very far apart. That is not how eyes work. What is happening? Ooh, I'm gonna need more layers. Niall just refuses to accept your foreshadowing because on this one thing, she's like, nah. No. Nope. No. Just a man, no. She's not gonna let that happen. If someone attempts to murder somebody sneakily like that again, Niall is going to burn a dude. Like, she'll just do it. How do I... Oh, beep, beep. I don't know how to do expressions, but she's like, ding. I'm glad I didn't ruin anything by just being like, nah. Nope. Nope. Body off cliff. This is the one thing that I do in like D&D. I will find a way to yeet. These are just the things that I do. Like, I refer back to this I refer to the thing where we sent the dude into the sun in a hamster ball. And I don't think that was my idea, but I did participate. And that is why he wants me dead. It was relevant, but it was worth it. Yeah, yeeting was a good idea. It's like, okay, so the dude has just... So he's pretending to be a regular dude, and then he's, like, just, like, split his face open and done some really, like, creepy shit and tried to kill somebody. At that point, I do not trust him. And given that we had just faced a dead frog being, like, animated by a centipede, it's like, nah, I ain't trusting no corpse, dude. No. And also, fuck you. No. And just get rid of it. Just get rid of the body. It was either yeet or burn. And she could have burnt. She did have Sacred Flame, and she used it on the frog. But, like, at that point, you want the catharsis of, like, punching someone without touching it. Hence, golf club yeet with the quarterstaff. Just yeet him. I love the imagery of just golf club yeeting, like, Team Rocket into the sun. But instead of Team Rocket, it's this weird, like, splitter thing. There was an image of it, and I don't like it. It's there. It's around. I do not like. I've seen it. There he is. This was the bit. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Did I just oh, wrong image. God damn it. Copy image. There he is. God damn it. Why is it so hard to do it? This was the thing that we were fighting. We thought it was just a regular dude. We let him out. Even though Niall was like, surely he could open the latch himself, considering I just poked it and it opened. And they're like, nah. His hands are bound. He can't put his hands through the bars to open the latch. And Niall's like, sure. Okay. I'll take your word for it. It did not go well. Niall is not gonna hold a grudge against her friends because she trusts and respects them. She will hold a grudge against this guy for taking advantage of her trust. Her very reluctantly given trust. And that is a character trait. I may not know much, but I know that she is very pissed if you betray her. Clearly. Like a betrayer, she'll yeet you off a cliff. It's great. I love it. I love when this happens. This is Talia. There we go. Beep beep. Alright. You want the split? Yeah, because that's kind of a side part, isn't it? No, well, no, she's center fired as well. Doesn't really matter. My job is not... Beep bop ba da da. Ba 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 da ba. And so, yes, it will be fun on Thursday where pretty much all we're doing is leveling up and telling Morgan that things went bad. But also good, maybe? Is it good? We achieved objective, kind of, sort of, not really. Like, now is not the time. Is it functional now? I think it's functional. What issues are you having? Elaborate. Streamlabs, elaborate. What is the issue? Is it the internet? Is it the computer? Is it your end being a hoe? What are you doing? What did you do? I'm dropping like half frames, dude. Is it functional? Oh my god. I almost don't want to look. Like, I almost do not want to look in case it just goes and dies again. Is it like, what happened? My internet has 3 bars. The internet's functional. What do I fucking pay NBN for, dude? What is happening? Just carry that energy. Just carry the energy of what I was doing in my notes yelling about some funkly room. and yeeting a dude and just yelling at my internet instead. Is it good now? What is that a reference to? I don't even know what that DM is a reference to. Okay, I think we're back now. It means I have to sit up. Good time zone, Neishatej. Welcome. We just experienced what can be best described as shenanigans in the technical aspect. When did my hair do that? That was wild. I think we're back now. Maybe. Unclear. Genuinely unclear. In fact, I shouldn't say that, because it'll probably go again. If it goes a couple more times, I'll have to cool it. But I think it's alive now. Maybe? Maybe. I was in a roll too. I was literally just talking about my fucking D&D notes. Where I'm just like, yeah, swimming into Oh No Bad Pool. Ooh. Come out in a funkly room. The hell does funkly mean? I don't remember, but it's a funkly room. You know. And then we find Lee, who really wants to get out, but I'm pretty sure he could have gotten out on his own. Then, all caps, he tried to throw Talia off a fucking cliff. This bitch, now is gonna kill him. I guiding bolt at the prick, then he fucking clobbered me clean into death saves. Also clobbered Marius, but Talia shot him dead. We rezzed, we went back to the room, and went right. We survived! And Niall will nap after telling Morgan what happened. Oh, I spelled his name wrong. Oh, the agony. My notes. My notes have to be accurate. Spell his name correctly. Put some respect on the captain's name, dude. Okay. I think we're good now. Maybe? Unclear. Ay. Technology, dude. Ay. I need textual confirmation that things are functional, because I have no idea anymore. I am so confused. Just in general. About how that happened and why. Because all it goes is, the stream is experiencing issues. What issue? Explain. No. Explanations are illegal. Good morning, Optijaso Bob. Welcome. I am drawing D&D shenanigans and wrestling with Twitch, I think. I think it's just Twitch. I think I'm wrestling with Twitch right now. Just in general. And hopefully it's stabilized now. I'm gonna actually just set it so I can actually see the drop frames. There we go. Now I can see them. That should do it. Well, it won't do it. It won't change anything, but it means I can see it. So hopefully that will elucidate what happened, but it won't. So, whew. Hooray! I love technology, and I love when it breaks. And things go horrifically wrong. As they love to do. Another Yeet the Mage piece? No. No, because we haven't finished that campaign. Technically, well, I mean, yeeting was involved in the session that this is related to, but it was not of a mage. I did not yeet a mage. I yeeted, I don't know what you would call it. What was that creature? What is, like, whatever the hell this is? I yeeted that into a pit. I yeeted this into a pit. I don't want to have to draw it. I mean, it can be depicted in some form. I'm going to put that in ref. And I'm going to make it go. It's behind something. Good. But I'm going to turn it off. But yeah, I yeeted that into a pit. He's not a mage. He just, like, clawed me in the face a couple times. But, you know, that do be it. That was what happened. Is I yeeted him into a pit. And it wasn't just, like, because, like, for fun. It kind of was for fun, because at that point he was already dead. But Niall was out for blood, so she yeeted him into a pit. Yeah, I remember the arena pieces. I'm really excited for when that eventually finishes, because we keep talking about it. Like, it keeps being mentioned, like, hey, If, like, if the DM gets work off or whatever, we'll finish the arena campaign. And that means we will finally resolve the character art of yeeting. But it just keeps falling through, I guess, or like people keep not being present, so we just cancel it. And I'm like, I wanna, because I'm sitting there like, okay, so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna walk out into the arena, and the fighter with the gun is gonna turn around and dome me directly into death saves, and I'll just be there like, okay, I'm just a spectator now. And I need that closure of just having it happen and be done. Like, if you're gonna kick my ass, just do it now. Don't make me wait for, 7 months for my characters, to get just destroyed in this PvP encounter. What if we just finish it? But it'll happen eventually. Eventually, the game will complete. I'm still getting DM'd. God damn it. They keep talking about it. Eventually, we'll do it. I hope so, because I want to see it resolved. If only so that we have one more chance to yeet someone. I'll use I'll get what was it? The thing of 3 wishes, the ring of 3 wishes, as my legendary item, and I'll just use my turn to just use a spell that will yeet somebody. And that's the goal. That is the goal. And then I get to draw it. The shirts. It's a blouse. It's fine. Incredible. And then I need to draw the gun. Because there is a gun. Luckily, I basically don't need to draw any gun. Because... oh. I'm going to draw that much gun. It probably doesn't need to be that thick. That much gun. That is the amount of gun. I love not having to draw a whole gun. God. And then it can be fancier later. Because the less of this kind of shit I have to draw, the better. I don't have boy. The pain I went through to draw myself in an Ozpost themed, duel runner was enough. I don't need to make it worse. Well, she has room for satchels. So that's unfortunate. I need the description. The proper description. Oh, is what? Am I correctly... Is he jamming the correct person? I'm not in the Curse of Strahd game. I need... yeah, it's just a variety of satchels and pouches. Okie dokie. I can just chuck one of them. One of these bad boys in there. And it's a satchel. Satchel's like a messenger bag, isn't it? Please explain. I can spell the word satchel, please, and thanks. Right, yes, which is messenger bag. Great, I have to draw one of those. I love that. Love to draw. In that case, pop that on that side. These pouches over there, and then just, chuck a satchel in, here. She's having a good time. There's also those things that come to connect to the bits, and that's a thing. I think, God, the issue is that, the description for her is that she's petite. I don't actually know how tall the dog is, so that's not helping. I do not know how tall the dog is. Looking at the image, I'm assuming 4 foot tops, right? And then I don't know how tall Petite is. I know that she's 5'4", and then he's just tall. And I'm like, how tall? How tall is tall? Okay, how small is small? 3 feet. Fuck. Okay then. So basically what I need to do is just do that. These heights seem slightly more reasonable. Nope, shit. Manage those. Slightly down. I I think these are roughly how tall people are. I don't actually know how tall Marius is, but I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt and saying he's probably like 6 foot. Which I don't think that is the equivalent of 6 foot. But guess what? These two characters are like half dead anyway. Like, the squad here, these bad boys are like half dead. So it doesn't really matter. Oh boy, encounters. I'm so excited. I'm just looking forward to the finale where we get to fight Green Day on a pirate ship. Or I have to come face to face with the shark and punch it in the snoot. Punch the metal shark in the snoot. Boop, boop. And that's the way we defeat it. We boop the snoot, and we win. And then we get to fight Green Day, and they go, "Why'd you kill our shark?" And I'm like, "Bro, I'm getting paid to do it." It's like, "What? I can't leave unless I kill the shark. What do you want me to do?" It's like, "Not kill the shark." It's like, that's unfortunate, because that was never an option. Peace was never an option, unless you pay me. That's a lie. Niall does not need to be paid to do anything. But, you know, she would be amenable if and only if. If you convince her you're not evil, and if you don't kill her, it's fine. I guess. Alright, so that's like the initial sketches. I love that you can tell that these are definitely drawn on different days. This is a mess. I can't draw dogs. Why did I have to draw a dog? This is unfair to me personally. To make me draw the dog. Very, very rude. Yeet. Okay. Because the thing that I'm basically going for is if I don't commit, like, and do like a full like lineless art piece with all the shading and shit, it doesn't matter if it's wrong. And so basically the plan is I'm just gonna line it, but with the sketchy pencil, and that way it's basically it's just what it is. Frizzy baby, woo! Nail is the only character here that I am confident in drawing, and that is why she's drawn first. Maybe we should actually make the sketch like half lightness so I can actually see what I'm doing. This is probably gonna look kind of rough. Woo! Get real sketchy with it. Maybe just get full cartoony meme and just be like, yeah. Big, full just nonsense energy. This'll be it. If it's sketchy, I don't have to commit. Especially because I'm drawing characters that have only been textually described to me, and I need image. Oh, what is happening with this collar? Oh, right, it's like over here and just going like. Oh god, I have to draw this stupid star. I hate this. Bap, 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 bap. Incredible. Oop, I did not. Oh, That's a bit closer. That's what we call an experience being had by her. Whoopsie daisies. Okay. Whoosh. If I draw it very sketchily, It does not matter. And then I'll give it color at some point as well. That's a lot of hair. No, I like that idea. I can check some colors over the top of the line art anyway. And that's Niall. Nail's very bad, not good. Uh-oh, day. The day started well when she fought a frog. And then it had eyes in its blood, and it's like, that's disgusting. And that was a bad start. And then things got worse when, you know, they went into deep, dark, slimy water, and it was gross. Things got even worse when they accidentally summoned 2 centipedes in a cramped place and they didn't have anywhere to go except into a locked room. Things got even worse when she freed a dude who she didn't think was trustworthy. And then the day went badly when he turned on them and nearly killed her. It's like, oh, okay. That's what the day is. That's what today... The day has decided it is bad time for me, and that's why I'm going to bed. And that is just the experience that she is having. Which is why it's a good thing that it's a level up session, because it means that you can just assume that, you know, like, after she helps to explain what happens to the captain, who wasn't present, the level up is just basically her having a nap. While we level up, she's having a nap. She's resting. And honestly, fair. Mood. It do be like that. Oh, he's having a good time. And he has stupid complex armor that I don't want to have to draw particularly well, even though I literally drew a character wearing this exact same goddamn armor like 2 weeks ago. It's wild. I know. No. No eyes. No eyes. No eyes in the blood. Please. Thank you. Oh god, I hate drawing armor. Oh, and I'm not supposed to be very sketchy with it. I'm supposed to be doing this like properly. Not as sketchy, rather. Oh, I need to draw a fucking sword. I did not prepare for the sword. What's his sword look like? Shit. The references. No, the sword was not described. I'm not even including his rod. I don't want to include the rod. I don't want to have to deal with it. I do not want to have to deal with the rod, so I haven't. Just assume it's in his hand and it's like down. It's below the end of the screen. It's not my problem. I don't want to have to draw a rod of Asclepius. That's it. It's just not happening. Not for me. Thank you. Ah, shit. The fuck do you... How do you... Day, shut it. I'm seeing you tomorrow. I will kick your ass. Like, meet up behind the cube if you want an ass kicking. Because it's what you're gonna get. Maybe not behind the cube. It's just the first landmark I could think of that I knew exactly where it was. Because, like, there's no equivalent to, like, behind the Denny's. On campus. So I was like, behind the cube, I guess. Behind the mez? I don't know. Fuck it. Behind the cube for an ass whooping. And I don't get the good slap sounds because I'm wearing gloves. Don't be mean. Asclepius is hard to draw. Asclepius is hard. I already have to draw the Mars symbol at least once. And that's already enough. That is plenty for me. I don't need more than that. Would the arm be over the fucking hilt? Maybe. Listen. Shit. You're being crude. You're being crude and mean to me, and I do not appreciate it. I'm doing you a cool thing by drawing the party of the campaign. This is a cool thing for the party. Do not take advantage of me having fun like this. Not that I would leave. Like, I can't threaten you with anything. I cannot threaten, because I'm not gonna leave, because I'm having too much fun with the game. So it's like, I can't, like, say, if you crude and mean, I leave. I know, and I really appreciate it, because I have fun. I had fun helping you world build for parts of it, and I have fun playing it. The group of people you gathered are all cool folks, who I've met only one of them before. So that was an interesting experience for me, personally. A bunch of strangers walk into a Discord call, and from there, chaos hath ensued. And also, I've gotten to watch both Mummy films, both of which are good, so I've had a great time. At the end of the day, no matter what happens, I have profited emotionally from the experience of being in the party. I've had a good time. I have become more cultured for having seen 2 action films meant for, like, children. It's fine. Good lord, that's a Marius right there. Oh god. And just splatter some blood on him. Yeah, don't worry, my friends are friends, all anxious people, eyes suspiciously. I mean, I assumed going into it that basically everyone was gonna be chill because they're friends with you, and we all get it, right? I wasn't gonna be like, I doubt it. But, like, you know, I was cool with it for the most part. It was all G. It was just a matter of, I am anxious because new people, oh god, help. Oh no. But now it's like chill. Most part. Sometimes the ye olde anxiety just fucking whew. I love when that happens. Well, no, I probably wouldn't either, just because that's fuck the Beatles. Fucking Beatles. I do not like them Beatles. Them Beatles, very, very bad. But only when they're in the people. When they are outside the people, I don't give a shit. When they're in the people, I have seen many things in my life, and if I never have to see anything again, it has to be that one. Like, I just don't want to have to see that. That's the only part. It's like the one dude, and then the one callback. Because it reoccurs later in the film, like, once. It's just, like, specifically the one dude. And I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that. Other than that, we're cool. Oh, you know what I missed? I forgot the fucking, the button line. Dipshit. There we go. We have 2 folks. Exactly, when my friends don't like each other. Ah. I think we succeeded on that front. We did good. We did good. We're all chill. We be chill peoples, and we have the fun. And he's good. Oh god. I'm looking forward to see how much we actually get done next session, just because part of me is assuming that we're like, oh yeah, you know, it'll take like, I don't know, maybe an hour or so to level up, and then the other part of me goes, it's gonna take 2 hours, isn't it? It's gonna take 2,000 session, isn't it? Oh god. And it's like, how much will we get done? I don't know. Because I'm just assuming that while we're leveling up, we're gonna explain it to Morgan. And be like, hey, things happened. That's the wrong button. That's very much the wrong button. Alright, next is Archie, and that's gonna be a nightmare. I do not. The dog. Oh no. Oh no. Doggo. It's doggy time. Which means, oh no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. Even though I have very beautiful reference art drawn of Archie by Archie's player, which is Riley. I don't have any of Riley's socials. I can't link to Riley's stuff off the bat. I have this beautiful reference art. I can't draw dogs. I'm not a furry. I can't draw a dog. I can't draw normal dogs, let alone furry dog. Like in this specific style. Even though like the character of Archie is not a furry. That's not how that works. It is still very much dog drawn by furry. And I cannot draw that. Like I'm just like, listen, I know that you can get hella dollar bills by drawing like furry art, but I draw like anime people. I do not have this. I don't have that ability. And so having to examine, there you go. That's Riley's art insta. Riley is the artist of this beautiful art of beautiful doggo, whomst I am massacring his boy. I am massacring his beautiful boy, Archie. Oh shit, he has different colored eyes? Oh my god. I didn't even notice. Well, that's new. I thought both the eyes were like reddy brown. That's an icon. Listen. Eyesight is overrated. Broadly speaking. Exactly. You get by with the furry art because you always need more monies. And again, furry art pays the bills. Which is why I am, you know, disappointing. For I cannot draw the furry art, and that's why I am massacring his beautiful boy. Because I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I know, that's why I mentioned it. That's how you know. You can look at Archie and go, yeah, that furry drew that, didn't they? And sure enough. Sure enough. A furry did indeed draw that art. And that is how you know. It's in the style. Which again, I am massacring. This poor boy. You Green Day stat blocks? Hell yeah! Hell yeah. That's a dog. That is a dog man. According to Common Flight Club, the encounter is deadly. I look forward to Niall's second brush with death. The seventh, well, I guess second. By the time we get to fighting Green Day, it may well be like the 5th. Because again, Niall is a warlock with 11 hit points and 11 AC, and absolutely no way to up the AC unless I get to level 3 before fighting Green Day. If I get to level 3, then I can get the Eldritch Invocation lets me cast Mage Armor, and then I will survive. But if I have not gotten level 3, and Niall is in range to get slapped, Niall's toast. But hopefully, ideally, she will not be within melee range. Now this presumes they do not have a gun. They probably do have a gun. But listen, that's not important. What's important is that she will use Sacred Flame to burn the ship. And hope upon God that she does not have to deal with the consequences of that action. She won't do that. Well, she might do that. We are going to see. This is something that we cannot know until the encounter happens, depending on what she knows prior to going. They don't have a gun? None of them have a gun? Technically. Okay, so they have like they have something that can constitute a gun in the colloquial sense. Listen, certainly not me. Niall doesn't know shit about guns, even though she comes from the place that has the guns. She does not know anything about guns. So if she would call it a gun, it's a gun. That is a short boy. I'm gonna move him over a little bit. We're gonna just crowd him up. This is the oh no, things went badly club. She would not call it a gun. Well, of course she wouldn't call it a gun. Of course she wouldn't. Ah, raiders! Welcome, raiders! Lemon raid! The lemon raiders. Hold on, let me turn on my hello art again. Hold on, I have a hello. Oh god, my reference. I have hello. That's the hello art. The hello art says hi. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna turn that off and turn back on my the art that I was working on. But there's the hello! Welcome, raiders from Ryder Greg. Welcome, James and Kajatan and Dazzly Cat, who I believe was in here earlier. Actually. Which, fair enough, it happens. Yay! Gotta raid and run. Ah, totally fair. Totally fair. Have a lovely day, Ryder Greg. I will now hydrate, just because I've been reminded that hydration is good. Alright, now it's the time to draw fourth character, and then once the fourth character is drawn, then I can begin coloring, and that's when things go badly. It won't go that badly, but it'll be the time. Yeah, it is early for a lemon raid. Suddenly I thought for a second that, like, the time zone is switching on me. But it happened, like, sometimes you just got stuff to do. Which is fair. I can't wait until daylight saving stops and I can start streaming at, like, 10 o'clock again. Instead of 11 PM. Because, oh boy, 11 PM is rough. I have to get up at, like, 11 AM tomorrow. And I'm like, ew, gross, disgusting, cursed, evil. Evil time. Nintendo cats everywhere. Right? Just all over just everywhere. I look around. There again. Luckily, hair can be drawn very sketchily, even within the constraints of the art style that I have decided to adopt for this art piece. Because messy hair, who cares? That is hair. Yep. Hair. You know what I didn't get? Eye color. I don't think that was described to me. It was not. I'll figure it out. I'm trying to think how I would draw her. Would I just give her like the would she just have like the, instead of having to draw actual eyes, just do those? Just go full Mimi on it. Just be like, listen. It's fine. It looks really weird with the sketch, but it looks fine when you take the sketch off. It's like, oh, okay, those are just normal eyes. As opposed to just, like, chasms. It switches to DST in 2 weeks. Oh, okay. Well, ooh, when do I finish it? Ooh. Oh, so I'll be able to switch earlier. Oh, I was waiting for, April. Because I know that, DST ends at the start of April for me. And so I was like, okay, so when DST ends, the way that the time zone shift works is that I can go the hell to bed, basically. And that will allow me to start streaming at 10 PM again instead of at 11 PM. But if DST starts before then I might be able to switch when you guys switch. It'll be annoying, but I like sleep. I've learned that sleep is good. I was not aware of this until I had to start getting up semi-regularly at, like, before noon. And I was like, oh, everyone was telling me that sleep is, like, good and useful, and I didn't realize that until I had to consistently take naps at 8 PM every day to get through to midnight. And I'm like, well, I'll get through to, like, 2 AM. I'm like, oh, that's good. That's normal and good. Normal for somebody of my age to need an 8 PM nap. So, I'm looking forward to not streaming over midnight. Just because of that, because then I get to, like, go to bed at, like, 1 AM instead of at, like, 3 AM. And you may look at that math and go, wait, what? Don't question it. I promise you the math checks out, but it's mostly just because I am bad at going to bed. Okay, when you go to yesterday, found it helpful. Turns out I need 9 hours sleep to feel rested, not 8. That makes sense. I know that well, not really a brief period. For a while in high school, I read something online somewhere that was like, okay, so if you want to feel rested, you need to sleep for an amount of hours that's like divisible by 1.5, because apparently like 1.5 hours is like a full cycle of REM sleep or something. And so part of my brain is always going, how many 1.5s is it until I have to get up from when it is now? And so I always try to go for that. So I'm always like, okay, if I can't get 9, aim for 7.5. If I can't get 7.5, aim for 6. But that doesn't always work. Everyone's sleep is a little different. I know it kind of works sometimes. I'm still not good at getting out of bed in the morning because I like sleep and my bed is very comfy. Like, I'm lying in bed cuddling my toy and I'm like, I'm having a good time. It is comfortable in here. And so I don't like to get up even when I know I should. Now, I am good at getting up when I need to. Like, if I have to get up, I will. But when I do not need to be awake, I will not be. Or I will not get out of bed, rather. I'll be conscious, but I won't like it. Which is why at some point I switched from always getting up before noon to getting up before 1:30 p.m. As I just gave up on, being good about it. Boom, that's Talia. Talia is crooked. Everyone's crooked. Everyone's having a bad time. I'm gonna just rotate you slightly and move you over. Slight gap. Yeah, who is good at getting sleep, right? Who's good at getting sleep and getting up from sleep? Nobody, they're all liars. But I am trying, because, like, I went to bed earlier last night because I knew that I didn't need to get up earlier today, but I wanted to because I wanted to get, like, 2 deliveries done, and that's a pain in the butt. And then, like, I think I actually got to bed at 1:30 and then fell asleep maybe by, like, 2-ish or 2:30. And then I woke up mostly rested at 10 a.m. and I was like, why am I awake at 10 a.m.? My alarm doesn't start until 11, and I do not need to get up until 12. So I'm just like, huh? What is this? What is this? I've never known this before, because I got like 8 hours of sleep and it was good. And I was like, wow, far out. In COVID ban, you have online university, you should get up 15-20 minutes before classes. Yeah, I had that too for most of last year, which was the only reason that I got up before noon most days. So I was like, well, I have to get up at 10 a.m. for class on some days, so I'm going to be consistent. Get up before noon every day. I do remember one day that I almost slept through class, and my mom knocks on the door and she's like, it is 5 to 10. Don't you have class today? And I was like, oh shit. Total panic, just scrambling. I throw on clothes, I run to the study, I grab my computer, I turn it on. I didn't miss anything because I got there within 5 minutes. Because I can get ready darn quick if I need to. I prefer not to. I prefer to get up about 20 minutes before and drink water, go to the toilet, get dressed, brush my hair, all that stuff. But I was like, I gotta go. And so I booked it. And luckily, I haven't had to do that at any point since uni ended. But, we'll see what happens if I ever have other commitments that require me to get up. Because a friend of mine was like, hey, you like Yu-Gi-Oh, right? And I'm like, yeah, I like Yu-Gi-Oh. And they're like, you know what you could do if you have a deck? Come to, like, this one club in Box Hill that does Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments every Sunday. And I'm like, well, I don't have a deck, but maybe. And so that was now something I'm like, I'm not doing it yet because I don't have a deck. But I'm like, shit. Fuck. Like, things to do. I can scarcely believe it. People want me to do things. Oh, I missed something on the Gambeson. The Brigandine. I need to add the line to it. Because it starts over here. I'm gonna make that a new layer. People want me to do things, and I'm like, that is extremely rude of you. How dare you think that I will do things? Except then sometimes I do things, and I'm like, wow, I actually did a thing? It's incredible. Like, Day lent me their Switch so that I could play Pokemon Sword and Shield. And I've had the Switch for, I think, 3 months. And in that time, I made it to, like, the 7th gym in 3 months because I was playing it, like, once a week for, like, an hour. And then in the last, like, 3 days, I finished the game and the post-game, like, story shit in, like, a day because I felt really bad about not being finished and being able to give it back to them when they came to my house. And I was like, ah, shit. And so I finished it. And I was like, great. Great, now it's done. And you know what? It was okay. It was fine. Sword and Shield. It's okay. But now I'm replaying Platinum because I wanted to play a game that I also didn't like. Very much. I have many opinions about Pokemon. I finished game, and that means it's all good. And now all that is left to do is get the Metal Ruler off of the Switch. Where the hell did that get him? All that's left to do is sneakily buy Breath of the Wild. And then when I give it back, just hand it to you and be like, here you go. Which will require me to go to Nook City, but hey, listen, I'll be there at some point, so hey. It can happen. It will occur if I want it to. And that is always the question. Like, do I want it to happen? It's like, yeah, kinda. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's pick a nice color to color all these ya boys in. I do like any of these. Well, maybe like the bluey one. Oh, you ready? Well, I was like, okay. It happens. It happens. That's the fun of having like a big streamer network is that people just raid and you get to play. You're like, when did I get here? Ah. Yeah, because Rag had to end early. Had something they had to do. So, you know, now you're here and you'll be here until 1 a.m. when I send you off to Upper Dinosaur Pub. And thus the circle continues. The cycle resumes. Woo! Exactly. We got the spirit. Woohoo! Okay, so proper. This I'll put. This is P line, and this is P color. I'm gonna figure out what's the best way to do this. So I'm probably still gonna keep using the sketch. The pencil brush. That's the word. I'm thinking if it's better to maybe color it all and then use clipping layers. That might be better. Let's go. Because that way, like, the texturing or the opacity feels a bit better. Every time you turn around, the audio was quiet, reminds me of my professor, who was speaking to a mic and turning back to his presentation, speaking further, despite that he was not heard. Yeah, no, I've had that with teachers. It's great when that happens, isn't it? Luckily, I am saying nothing of importance when I'm turning around and going, wait, why is there a ruler on the Switch? What is it doing there? I need to figure out what's the best way to have this be, like, uniformish. Oh, that needs to be, like, it's a little bit more on that. Yeah, get a nice texture in there. I need, like, the opacity one, which I think I actually have somewhere. There's a button for it somewhere. There's a button for this power. It'll be 6 a.m. for you and yes. So most of the most active time period for any of the ASC streamers is basically from like 1 a.m. my time until like noon. Which is when everyone's going for it. Everyone's packed into that section, and I'm just like, damn it, I can't watch any of you because if I stay up and watch, I might not sleep. So, I miss a lot of people's streams, unfortunately. And then, of course, during the day, I'm just like, I am watching a YouTube video. Oh god, Days found the battle music for the Green Day Pirates. Hell yeah, I'm hype. I had a teacher in uni who was speaking while sitting backwards. Why? For what? I am confused. That just sounds quite bizarre. Oh, no, nothing to be sorry about. Like, everyone's streaming at a... Like, it's just how time zones work, you know? People are just gonna stream when it's most convenient for them. Welcome to Poland. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, that makes sense. Where is the... There's an opacity button. Where is it? I know it's somewhere. That's not the button. Ooh. This button. Maybe. Oop. Oh god, not that one. Not that one. That's not the one. What the hell's Q-Marion? That's not what I need. These are not the buttons. Sorry, I'm in the menus. I'm trying to find the no opacity plus on my brush, and I've forgotten because I'm not that familiar with the program yet. I'm still a little funky. Is it under layer options? No, not the opacity of the layer, the opacity of the brush. Because the way that I have it set up, the harder you press, the like less, the more opaque it is. So like, actually, this one actually might not have that. This might just be looking very opaque because I'm going over it. No, those do look darker. A little bit. Because I don't want it to be really, like, patchy. It gets really weird. There's, like, an option for my tablet that if I, like, if you can change what gets, like, actually affected by the pen pressure of the tablet. But I don't remember where those options are. So we won't worry about it. We're just gonna pick a... Oh, up top, the 2 buttons pressed. Ah! No, those are this directly in the middle. So like these ones up here, these are ruler based. Sorry, you can't actually see what pops up when I hover, but those are related to rulers and grids. They're not actually pen pressure things. It doesn't matter. I think it depends on what brush I'm using. So it doesn't matter that much. I will make this work by basically just going wild in the middle, and then yeah, I've had Clip Studio for a little bit, but I'm still most familiar with Psy because I have been using Psy for many years. Of course, you know, dubious legality on that front, but hey, it's fine. It's okay. Everyone did it, and I mean, it's not okay, but you know, it is what it is. And now I actually own Clip Studio Paint, so I actually legally own a software for once in my life. I'm joking. I have owned software before. And now I'm trying to, like, still figure it out, because I want to use my, you know, other programs as little as possible, just because it feels better to, like, to know that I'm doing this fully legitimately. But it requires me to learn how to use the program. So, you know, it is what it is. I do still use Photoshop a little bit, but I do actually have, like, a Unicode for that. So for the time being, everything's above board. Nothing I have done in the last, like, probably, like, 4-ish months. Everything has been done. Everything coolly breezy. Maybe actually longer than that. When did I buy Clip Studio Paint? I think I can actually figure that out. Maybe. Actually, wait, when did I get access to Photoshop through my uni? Like July-ish? Listen, it's great. I love having legitimate programs that I can use without any sense of guilt. I do still feel like most of us, I think, sort of know that basically everyone using Psy did not buy it. I do feel really bad about that still. I feel like I should just buy Psy 2 just as a thanks to the guy, and then just never use it, but be like, hey, you let me do digital art for significant portions of what is happening here with the lines. I'm a little confused. I think that's filled in. You know, hey, like, you let me do a bunch of art throughout my teenage years, You're a real one, buddy. Here's some money. Good luck. You know. Have a good career, bud. Because he just seems like a cool dude. And I do feel kind of bad that his program became like the main program that everyone on Tumblr was pirating. Because unfortunately, being on Tumblr in the early 2010s, we had not yet learned about the scourge of capitalism, and we did not understand that Adobe was the enemy. Oh, this is actually all filled in because that's a ribbon. Oh god. It's great. I do like this program though. This program is quite nice. I do still have like a fondness for like how Psy feels in that very like in that way that you can't really quantify. Like, why do you like using Psy? I don't know. It's just kind of neat. Me holding up potato. And just like the way the brushes felt was really good, and I do still kind of miss that. But I'm trying as much as possible to not resort to using Psy, and I feel like I've mostly succeeded in, you know, using Clip Studio in a way that feels good. Because like this art here that I drew a couple weeks back, this is the kind of stuff that I would do fairly comfortably in Psy, and so I feel like that means like that I'm good now. Not like you know, I'll big myself up. I'm good. I art good on occasion. And now I can art good with this program that I'm new to. Because, like, the, during and just before Nano, we were doing that whole Game of Tomes thing. All of us in, like, the, Envelope Streamer Corps doing that Game of Tomes thing where we competed. And I drew, little things for when I swapped allegiances with my houses. Because I was a minor house and I was changing my allegiance pretty much every week. Well, kind of. And I drew a thing that was like nicely drawn for when I joined House Mollusca, but even then when I look at it, I can kind of tell that I was not comfortable with the program and wasn't quite used to it because it just looks kind of off. Because I just wasn't like comfortable with how the brushes felt yet and hadn't figured out how to do my like lineless style in this program. But now I'm like, okay, I think I'm good now. I think I've recovered. I've gotten off the Psy withdrawal train and now I can draw again. I have to get a shower, sit before Bob stream. Alright, see you later, damn Stretch. See you around. I'm just rambling about programs now. I haven't even used Psy in a while. I still have it, because of course I do, but... Because I think, actually, the main thing that stopped me from ever, you know, buying Photoshop was that you couldn't make a folder a clipping layer. And luckily, thank God, Clip Studio Paint has that option. And I'm like, that was the final straw. I was like, okay, I have to buy Studio Paint when it's on sale because it lets me do the thing that I use. Like, Psy is, like, the reason I use Psy is that the way I draw eyes requires I use a folder as a clipping layer. Because it just makes it, I don't want to have to use multiplier layers. So I use a folder instead. And dear God, game changing. Wow, your Dogfolk article is now 700 plus words. That is a lot of words about Dogfolk. Then again, like I guess like if it's like a I guess playable species, they should deserve a lot of words. You know, I say playable, but like, you know, the big sentient groups of the peoples in the world, depending on the purpose. They should get many words, which is why I need to rewrite my elf article. That's why I rewrote my elf article, because they didn't have a lot of words on those. Ah, we have the base. We've done it. Oh. Bah. I should have used like a way to do this quicker, but it's fine. Okay, now I need to begin the chaos, which is, I'm actually going to do this a funky way, which is I'm going to use a clipping layer folder. God, I love clipping layer folders. They're so good. This is why Clip Studio is a good program. I can just do that. God. Right. We'll put skin for all. Even though dog no have skin, we will count that as dog skin. How am I gonna... Oh god, how am I gonna do the patterns with this style? Oh shit. And now we have a music bot. We have a music bot in the server? Yes! Yes, we have Groovy! Yes! Hell yeah. I am hype. I'm hyped to get battle music. I am hyped to have battle. I'm so excited for the Green Day boss fight. I don't care when it happens, because it will be a while, but I'm looking forward to it. I am hype. I haven't even met them, and I love them already. Niall might not like them, but that's Niall's problem. That is significantly darker than I thought it would be. Let's go. That's kind of the color that she would be. Do it grows, and so it grows. Bigger and bigger. It never stops. I think that's where... Yeah, that's correct. I'm just avoiding hands at all costs. I think I actually have to draw one of Marius's hands, though, which is like, god damn it. Son of a bitch. Why would you do this to me? Why would I make myself draw a hand? It's like down here. It's like a hand. Alright, skin. I'm gonna check this is gonna be the exhausted, and that's gonna be probably a multiply layer. I'm just checking a little bit of that. Oh boy. Maybe overlay? No, not quite. Well, I guess if you go more like... No, not quite. Yeah, kind of like that. Just like you in that kind of exhausted look of I got knocked out a while ago and I'm still not totally conscious right now. Alright. Then we'll go hair. Which luckily I have hair colors for everybody. This is a good thing. Whee! There we go. Oh, I see what's happened. Oh, I can't. Oh, okay. I see what I've done. Fill that in. I see what has happened with this hair. I now understand what my lines were. God damn it. Oop. Oop. There we go. That's Niall's hair. He has short black hair, so go a bit more like that. Or I assume it's short. Within the limits of what was described to me, which was that it was straight black, I have drawn what can approximate messy straight black. For this one, we'll pop in some of these bad boys. So that's more like up here. Oh wow, that is not a high amount of contrast, is it? That's why I didn't notice it. You should be able to see Archie more. So it goes kind of like... Kind of like that-ish. And like up like that. Yeah, something like that. That's the doggy boy. And now I need to find a nice red. And luckily, red hair color is like some of my favorite. So I can usually find a nice-ish red. I think that's a nice red. That's a nice red color. It's not like vibrant red, but it is red. And you know what? That will do. I can make it a little bit more later if I need to. Then you can check just a little extra like pop into it and be like, ooh, I don't like that. Yeah, kind of like that-ish a little bit. I need to get rid of them at the ear though, because it turns out I missed the ear. That's awkward. Oops, I'm on the... No, hold on. Nope, there we go. That's a bit better. There we go. Hell yeah. That is colors, 2 of them. 2 whole colors. Man. Man. Hell yeah! We're pumped for this fight that won't happen for weeks, but it will be good. Alright, shirts. It will be good when it happens. I am excited. I am hype to fight the big bad. Oh, I missed a skin bit. Please speak English. Skin bit. Because the shirt is torn. And that's what that means. Why is that how I said it? I do not know. There we go. Okay. I can feel that scrape, and I'm probably gonna have to replace his nib at some point. Ooh. That is a scrape and a half on that one. The blood will go on top. The Gambison shirt can be colored the same color as my shirt, because I have a warm toned shirt, but Archie has a cool toned shirt. And I figure for shits and giggles, so too should Talia. The Polish president signed a law which allows people without university degrees and knowing foreign languages to work in diplomacy, including embassies. That... I feel like knowing foreign languages is kind of important for diplomacy. Especially considering there aren't that many other countries that speak Polish. Like being the Polish embassy in X, you know, like you don't like you know, like if you're the Polish embassy in Australia or in whichever country, like city in Australia, then yeah, you don't necessarily need to know English that well because you're mostly going to be interacting with Polish expats, but that's the low level shit. Diplomacy. Knowing foreign languages is useful for diplomacy, generally speaking. Interesting idea. Interesting law there, bud. Good job, Poland. I guess. I love how everyone's shirts are now different colors. Go full rainbow ranges and have like, this shirt's green tone, this one's blue, and this one's a different color. Why do we all have different colored shirts? Listen. We do what we want. Yeah, there we go. Oh, jeez. Alright, shirt. Oh, I missed a bit of the shirt. I need to get more of the shirt. Which is this part of the shirt. And this part of the shirt too, I forgot about this part. Into bed and sleep. Yeah, you do, Day! Because we have to be... You're gonna have to travel further than I do! And that will be time. Have fun with that. Very much just the time and what? Check out Poland, the Royal Tour on YouTube for Ultimate Propaganda Film. I'll have a... Oh, I'm sure I will. I'm sure I'll have a great time watching Polish propaganda on YouTube. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, I missed part of the Gambison. Shit! God damn it. You come up with something to use. Yeah, I do need to use something. I need to figure out something. Oh, it's in English. Okay, that's good. Because that means I will understand it. I'll watch it maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll watch that while I'm on the tram being very bored. On your phone? Hell yeah. I'll have to figure something out because I don't have like an incentive. Because I can't be like, hey, 24-hour game stream or whatever, because I can't do that. So I'll have to figure something out. I have no ideas. Ideas none. Head empty. Head big empty. I don't have any good ideas for what to use channel points for. Bring everyone in the chat to bed. Yeah. Donation incentive for everyone to go the hell to bed. The donation incentive is just me go bed. No, that's nonsense. That's very, very silly. And yet, no. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to redraw the Mars logo. Ugh. Whoa. Yeah, okay, everyone's in bed now because Day is in bed on their phone. Now we are all in the bed. We can all cuddle in the plush pile. It's great. That is a really dark and kind of dirty leather color. I don't think I like that. I think I want a bit more warmth in it. So we're gonna opacity that. Let's go. Not quite. Oh, that's a bit better. That's much better. That's way better. That just looks nicer to me. This is the stitch still you need. Right? Exactly. Well, it'll be fine. It'll be great. No, just get everything that's brown. Just get everything that's brown in it. There we go. We're getting there. We then need, I'm just gonna go Riley, sorry, so that's not, so Archie cloth. Archie cloth. Because there is many a cloth. Now luckily, I was already, the base color was already the thing, but I think I'm gonna have to specify, actually hold on, I'm gonna have to do something stupid. Sorry, silly. I'm gonna do something silly, which is I'm gonna have to do this, so that I can actually see where I've put it, because I might change the base layer color at some point. And if I do, then it'll look silly. So I'm gonna just pop that in there in red, and then I will now change it back to purple. I think that's the only bit of cloth I actually have to do. Yeah. And then just little bits. Little bits. Like this little bit. This little bit. This little bit. And then the next step is the blood. Actually, there's a little bit extra, which is like this bit. There we go. I think that's everything. And then there's the blood part, which is just the blood. Which I will take more from like this color, and I'll just go whoop, 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 whoop. That's a very dark red. Might change that to this lighter color. I might use the, just to make that look better, and then you basically just check it on like a, that's a slow down. A little bit of that opacity. Maybe, oh, well, overlay looks weird, doesn't it? Where is it? There it is. Overlay does weird things. There we go, just a little bit of that red. That red color. Whoops, it is. That's the wrong brush. You fool. And this is why Niall did not bring her coat and hat. Because that would have gone very, very badly. And that's just not fun. I might do, just so I can actually see it. That way it's visible, and so it is known that I did not completely ignore it. I probably should do a little bit of some variety in here. So I might make this darker. Leave the Kappa. He gonna get that hat. I swear to God. He should not have the opportunity to get that hat. If Niall exits that shell and finds that Lee has somehow gotten his hands on that hat, Niall will lose her entire shit. It will not go. It will be not good. It will be an incident such that basically people would have to drag her away so that they can handle it in a non-violent manner. I know he is. I'm aware. But if he somehow got a hold of the hat, she would have to be physically dragged off of him. They would have to avoid a diplomatic incident. She needs to be removed from the premises, because she will be pissed. This character trait will likely not persist very far, but I like it just as a little bit of, she's a good person, but if you touch her hat, she might try and kill you. Just in general, just really casually, she might just try and, kick your ass for taking her hat. I mean, yeah, basically. And the coat. The coat's possibly more important, because, look at that coat. That coat's cool. I put effort into that coat. This coat rules. She wants to keep this coat. Ironically, the pendant she does not really give a shit about. So if he wanted to, if there was any item that she might have been willing to part with, it might have been the pendant, but that's technically her magical focus. She doesn't have anywhere near as much of an attachment to it, though. It's mostly the coat and the hat. He's like, I am of the old nobility of the Sylvian Empire, and I would like to have the clothes to match. Because if I don't, I will be very sad. I don't know if these colors are actually going through properly. They are not, because they're doing that shit. Disgusting. Disgusting. No. She would have said no, but that's for a practical reason, not a sentimental reason. It's different. Like, the hat and the coat are sentimental items. The necklace is a practical item. So it's like, oh, if I get rid of the necklace and I no longer have a magical focus, that's kind of unfortunate. So she doesn't want to get rid of it. That's basically the whole reason. She doesn't want to get rid of the necklace because she needs it to do magic good. Maybe. For some spells, you need a focus, some shit. It's like, that's why she has it. But the coat and the hat are a no-no. No thanks. No takey. I think this just needs a little bit of shading. Just a little bit of shading. So I'm going to chuck a overlay. Way. That is how colors work. Multiply. Whoa. Ah! Yeah, okay, you need a restart. Whatever, dude. I'll do that later. Go away. Now is not the time. Now, not time. Restart. No. No. If I make the shading really sketchy, no one can judge me for it. This is the way. This is how we succeed. This is how I win. Is I just do not commit to anything. I haven't put anywhere near as much detail on this Brigandine as would perhaps have been liked, but that's not my problem. Kind of. It's fine. Boy. And then it's not quite done, because I think what you would then do is you'd basically start putting some of that real cartoony shit, which is like... shit like this. Or... I'm trying to figure out how to draw a skull in the least amount of effort possible. I think the answer is basically just use an eraser then. And just pop like those around, kinda. I might do that tomorrow though, because it is now nearly 1 AM. And basically once this is done, I will start heading off, so, you know, as in the stream is done, not the art is done. Commitment. Gross. That water stains add a lot? Oh yeah, true. I do need to add some of those. That was something I knew I was gonna have to remember. Is that everyone is fucking wet as shit from all that shitty goddamn slime. Just slimy as shit. I just do these. It's just water everywhere. Yeah. From all that disgusting shit. It's just the water time. I'm going to make that darker so that's actually visible. And it probably was not that color of water anyway. It was probably closer to like this. Very like dark tealy gross stuff. And that's it. It's just that's the water. Yeah, I'll do it. Just because that's effort that I don't have it. More dark purple. Okay. Dark purple. I can do dark purple. Done. It is now dark purple. There we go. I knew it was like, oh, it's, the fact that it's purple isn't even worse. It being dark purple is what we call an oh, ew, gross. I don't think this is gonna work, but because I need to shove it really far down. Yeah, no, I know. I might just leave because I'm literally just sketching it. I'm not doing fancy, and I also don't know how cloth works. So that's it's just it is what it is. I'm just gonna suggest damp. What a damp. And the sea is green because it's emerald green and magic. Woo! I think that's why I assumed it was well, like yeah, jade green. It is the Jade Sea for a reason. So yeah, I'll find some kind of way to better suggest the fact that these two had an oh no, big sad bad time, and this is just like a, and then it's just like a beep beep beep, and that's basically the vibe. That is basically the vibe. Well, yeah, like most waters clear up close, so eh. Like when you put it in a bottle, it's clear, but when it's like a lot of it, the way the light refracts, it becomes green. Because science. Through the power of science, we have been able to create green water. It is fine. The gods have decreed it so. And thus it is not my problem. That's basically how this works. I think that was part of why I assumed it was green. Well, I mean, yeah, like, yes, it is magic, but I mean, some water does look green. Like, real life, science-affected water does look green. So, eh. But it is mostly a magical reason, you're right. I don't know what I'm not in charge here. Oh. Oy. And then I'll slap a goddamn, like, background on there, which won't mean anything. I'll chuck some, like, beach stuff in there, and I'll be like, yeah, this makes sense. Beach. Let's go to the beach. Beach. Ooh, busy. Could you just chuck, like, ooh. Oh, because it's doing some weird shit. That'd be why. Don't do that. There you go, ho. Ocean. Green. I don't know what color jade green is, and guess what? It doesn't matter. Anywho, I sleep. Yes, good night day. I shall see you tomorrow. Good night. This is gonna look whack. See you tomorrow. Woo. This is not gonna look like an ocean. This is gonna require some finagling. Beach. These are gonna require some real science shit to make that actually look like a... Oh, Jesus. Like an ocean, because that is not the color oceans are, and people will not interpret that as an ocean. Anyways, to chuck these two down though. Whoop. There it goes. Oh shit, now it is 1 AM. I got distracted trying to make this shit look like a goddamn mountain. A goddamn ocean, even. That's the word. Oh no, I'll figure something out. But anyway, it is now 1 AM, which means it is time for the stream to end, because I need to sleep. Sleep is good. I recommend sleep. So, first before I hit the raid, I will remind everybody of the raid call, which is Get Bready, which you can claim the bread emote for the channel points. Get them toast slices, get that bread. And then, as per usual, on a Tuesday, or technically it's Wednesday, but it's Tuesday, so don't worry about it. As is typical for a Tuesday, we shall be raiding RPG Dinosaur Bob, who will be streaming something. Unclear what, I didn't check. More villages, ancestries, who knows? World building! Woo! So yes, thank you all very much for coming. I hope you all had a lovely time, whether you were, you know, actively watching or you had me in the background while doing something else. Hope you had a good time. Hopefully you will have a lovely day, no matter what it is that you choose to do with it. And, you know, hopefully I'll see many of you around, just, you know, in the future. Just chilling around, and we'll see what happens. So, yeah. See you all around. Goodbye. Bye. Bang.